You are now about to witness the awesome, a crushing, a might of the Eugene S. Robinson Show. Stomper! Welcome, my friends, to the show that seemingly never ends. This is version 3. Let's see if I can do this right. 9, 2. For you guys in the UK. This doesn't mean anything in America. It's like a confused hippie. Anyway, 392. I'm your host, Eugene S. Robinson. We got a show for you. A show and a half. Actually. But first, let's let Bob Riley sing us in, as he has every single week since 2007, because the song is called Intro, All or Nothing. There you go. Off of the Calling of the Just CD, still available from Revelation Records in Huntington Beach, California, where they what? Where they see the death in a nightclub. They get your car with a hammer, and they run your mayor pro tem out of town on a rail to open up a substandard restaurant in Central Florida that will inevitably fail. How you like me calling Stephen A. Smith a house Negro? That gave me a lot of pleasure. Fuck that guy. Yeah, but listen well. The vendetta will be appearing in pace. I'm on my way back nowhere. I could not see you there. I'll take it real good. I'll take it real good. I'm looking at your face. On my way back there. Payback in full, always nothing. Hey, well, we can cut that. Hey, thank you, my minor Freunde. Yeah. For those of you who are sitting on that button waiting for the Substack to go, hey, this is for you, Mad Dog. Go, where's the showstopper? Don't worry. It's a two-step. I got shit to do. Like, I just got in, the plane landed. As a Miss June just said to me, the life of a jet setter. I go, jet setting is when you go from one beach to the other, not from when you go to the beach to a stage in Basel, Switzerland, but home of Ciba Geigy. Ciba, C-H. No, yeah, if you know it's Ciba Geigy, it's C-I-B-A, but the C comes from C-H, which is the abbreviation for Switzerland. C-A, what? Oh, B, what? It's one of the biggest chemical manufacturers in the world, and that's the only reason saludos amigos, the only reason that Basel. Now, if you remember correctly, last time I was in Basel, my naked nuts were rolling around in the fucking dirt of a junkie park. Yeah, that's not figurative. That was literal. I got into the habit of the show of like really liking a shower immediately after the show, because if I get to back to the hotel room and take a shower and get in bed, water collects in my ears and I get dizzy, and then I get the ear whatever, because I got this ear damage from the fight with the cuisines out in Brooklyn. It's a long story, right? So I go to take a shower. I'm trying to find the backstage room from the shower room, and it's like this kind of spinal tap like maze through the venue. And I open the door, and I find myself standing outside. Can't, obviously the door is locked. I'm going, what the fuck can you? So all I got is a towel on. I'm sitting there with my phone. So yo, could you guys come get me? It's freezing out here. I'm fucking got the towels. This is Buñuel. And so I said, oh, look at that, a swing. I'll just sit in this swing, look at my phone, and wait for somebody to come let me in. Well, I sit in the swing, and forget what they say about Swiss are good with cuckoo clocks, okay? Not so much swings. The swing upends, and I find myself in the gravel of a fucking junky thing on the side yard of this venue. My nuts on the ground. You haven't lived until you've had your freshly washed nuts now caked with the accumulated dirt and mung of 5,000 Swiss junkies. But this is not about that. This is about something else. First of all, it's December 7th. Only some of you came through with the scratch, the jack, the cash for Jude. Now, if you're sitting around going, "Yo, Eugene, I already subscribed to the Substack and that's how I make my payments," then this is not for you. This is if you're still doing it the old-fashioned way through Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, the Cash App. This is maybe for you. Or the guys in the envelopes. I got the envelopes with the cash. Thank you for that. That yeah, I'll borrow your bucket list. Yeah, yeah, the nuts in the dirt. Yeah, that's a bucket list thing, man. So I need y'all to pony up because what I was doing in Switzerland had everything to do with Mangin. And I only started pronouncing it that way because it sounded less fey to me than Mangine, which is a portmanteau of the Manuel Liebskin's first name and, of course, my first name. So I guess it could have been, ULL, but Mangin seemed to make a lot more sense. And I used to pronounce it Mangine, and that just sounded like stupid to me. And some German interviewer said, "Tell me about Mangin." And I was like, okay, Mandarin I can live with. I like that pronunciation. So, of course, flying from here to there cost me 93 euros at first. As usual with these things, it happens at first. And because I refuse to keep a calendar, my paranoia, because of paranoia, like somebody finds my calendar, so I figured if it's not important enough for me to remember, then fuck me. So I knew I was sitting around going, December 6th. I mean, keep in mind, I told you last week that I was going to do If the Shoes Fit yesterday. I forgot I had the show even after having booked the show. I'm sitting around going, no, I don't go, don't even start with that gene stuff now, unless you're blood related to me and you realize being blood related to me necessitates an immediate cash payment. So just keep the Eugene and then everything will be fine in terms of cash payments. So so like Kosh has got this thing where a seminar in Warsaw one weekend out of every month for the next now well it's 4 more months and I forgot. And so it's like, well, kids got to come to the show with me. So now I'm breaking the budget. I got to get her a ticket. But the benefit of traveling with a kid in these short distance things is they put you on pre-board automatically. It doesn't have to be this 5 year age bracket where you got to get screwed with everybody else. So you get on. That's the good part. The catch is that they could just fly direct. But it's some kind of social engineering thing. They won't do that to you. Look at the distance between Malaga and Basel, Switzerland, and you tell me that 6 hour fucking flight, I got to take a connection and then sitting around waiting, it doesn't take that long. So this is somehow about keeping people employed, chopping it up like that, but whatever. The kid was a trooper. She was great by every stretch of the imagination. I said, I felt like terrible parent shit because I remember touring with the band Boris and they had their kid backstage and they had a nanny for the kid. I go, man, this looks like a shitty life. But every time I go to do a show, she says, yeah, Dad, I want to go with you to the show. I was like, ah, kid, it's too late. Now I'm not doing the wheelchair hustle anymore, man. It's actually too much work, especially for a jaunt like this. And then you know what? I got tired of the method acting. Like I don't want to be that guy who ruins it for everybody when people see me hop up out of the chair, do the old, fighting Irish, click my heels together like a leprechaun and do strolling onto the plane. Nah, fuck that. I can't do that. I'm still dressed from it. So I told the kid, I said, listen, you're going to tour dad style. She goes, well, what's that mean? I go, we got that one bag, you fit everything you want in that one bag. All I have is what I'm wearing and what I'm going to be playing in. That's it. No other clothes. Put your toothbrush in there. That's it. She's like, bet. She wore the same clothes for 2 days. I wore the same clothes for 2 days. We brushed our teeth, slept in the pared down version of this. I got what I wore on stage and I got this. But I felt like, look, book shows are one thing. The kid came on a book tour, that's one thing. A nighttime show, but we're playing support for this group. Young Gods, who I love. This guy is an internationally known billiards player named Thomas Kish. Introduced me to them. He had a party at his house in like 1998 or 99 and had some music on. And he had a luxurious villa, all from billiards, kind of like this one. But he had a pool table in his. And the guys were playing pool or billiards, and I'm lounging around after they gave us this wonderful high calorie meal of Swiss sausages and all the bomb ass cheeses. And I'm laying around, and this music is wafting over as I'm in some sling back mid century modern couch, drifting off. I go, man, rock and roll. It's the life. And like I figured more to the point, that this is really just not even a dating service, or like a lifestyle service for weird people. Every single one of my social contacts that are not from the MMA side of the world come from the music thing or editorial, right? This is where you go travel. You got a coterie of individuals who you know and relatively trust. So hanging out at dude's house, and I go, who the fuck is this? He goes, Young Gods. I go, oh man, these guys are great. What are you doing in the dream house? It stuck with me. It really resonated, which was the song that was playing at the time. He could have been playing it trying to get me out. Like that time I was trying to get that date out of my house, and I kept playing the this song by that band, the Fuck Ups. Get out, get out of my life, get out of my face, get out of my hair, get out of my place. She goes, that's the eighth time you played that song. You tried to tell me something? I go, why would I be so indirect? So I was 19 then, I had an excuse. So anyway, I love this band, and they said, hey, imagine you want to play with Young Gods. I was like, fuck yeah. I'm not going to miss a show for anything. So I bundled a kid, who take off on Friday. She misses school. Bad dad number 27 thing, kid yanking the kid out of school to do something. But she's game, man. She's into it. And everywhere we go, like all the flight attendants, all the, let's call them what they used to be called stewardesses, are like giving us stuff for free. They're just so happy. And then they're happy with me too, to see a man fathering. Yeah, there could be a side angle to this. Is that your daughter? It's my roommate. No. I'm fucking around. I'm kidding. So we get there. Other dude in Mansion, the man part of Mansion, picks me up from the airport. He doesn't drive. He's got a friend. Franz picks us up, and he goes, well, we could drop by the place and then go eat. I go, no, the kid's gonna be so tired, man. We don't no drop it. When I got a kid, the way I stay on top of it, fathering wise, is to adhere to a strict fucking schedule, which I'm sure the Swiss could appreciate. Straight to the restaurant. So we go to this great restaurant, traditional. It's a Swiss, old Swiss. It's been there for like at least 120 years. Swiss restaurant, but now it's staffed with Turks. Which I love my brother-in-law is Turkish, so don't, this is not any slight of the Turkish people. But what this means is I'm sitting there for 45 fucking minutes. I ordered a really basic meal, man, of fish. Okay, you don't order fish in a landlocked place, but I figured there are lots of rivers in Switzerland, so I'm gonna order the fish. So the kid, she's tired, but she's holding it together. The guy comes with the fish, and I'm fine. Like, hey man, directen, come on, we get back to the place. She passes. It was Manuel's ex-girlfriend's place. And she wasn't supposed to stay there that night. But I don't know. She had work. I'll be staying. I got to work until 11. But I didn't realize she'd be staying there. No, it's not like that. That's not the problem here. The problem is after flying, I had to take a dump. And it's not a palatial mass like the one I'm in with five fucking bathrooms. It's one bathroom in a small apartment. It's like, I just can't do it. Now, it's a little known fact that because of, so I went my first canoe trip down the Delaware River, 3 days. And I was like 12 years old. I was like, hey, man, where's the toilet? And they go, right there. I go, that's not a toilet. That's a plastic box. They go, that's the toilet. I'd never seen a porta potty before. I went to that porta potty. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not fucking using that. I was a bit of a princess. I'm not really putting my no fucking way. And you know what happens? It's almost like automatic. I did take a shit for 3 days. Stories. Anyway, this is the show. It's done. Um, what do I got coming up? Nothing in the short term. I think Saturday is fine for me on If the Shoes Fit. I'll be back in pocket, and I have no idea what I'm going to do. What I'm hoping is that all of you read the Substack and somebody adds every single person who was mentioned in that Substack so that they fucking read it. Because now I'm just poking it with a stick. That's all. Just poke it with a stick. Just poking it with a stick. If I send it, it's too obvious that I'm poking it with a stick. Bad Boss Brief, yeah, we had stupid man tricks with Steph. Yeah, I got to record that probably on Friday. But I got some travel to do on Friday, so who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Or maybe this is my week off. I think this could be my week off. Yeah. That pile of laundered money on my bed. The show for a hot minute. Well, that's no longer my call. Obviously, Heisen, you have to talk to June about that because now I just say goodbye and June handles everything, which is wonderful. Which is why you got to pay for your thing. Subscribe, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm, especially. And I gotta go because I gotta get some sleep. I'll talk to you soon. Look what you made me do.
Thanks for joining us this week for yet another episode of the Show Stomper podcast, featuring your host, Eugene S. Robinson. Be sure to follow Eugene's weekly newsletter, which is a soaring hit at eugenesrobinson.substack.com. If you're still on Twitter, he's at Eugene S. Robinson. While you're at it, follow him on Insta at Mr. Sleep 3. That's the number 3. For more episodes of the show that seemingly never ends, go to showstomper.substack.com and become a subscriber today. Eventually, it will house all the Knuckle Up archives we can locate. We already have all the jujitsu breakdowns for free. Check out Eugene on the Bad Boss Brief podcast every other Wednesday morning, as well as the If the Shoes Fit podcast. Pick up his memoir, A Walk Across Dirty Water and Straight into Murderer's Row today, and be sure to leave him a much appreciated honest Amazon review.
Hey, are you still there? I'm here too. This is me, June M. Williams, Eugene's producer.
The Show Stomper has been produced by Original Designs, owned and operated by me, June M. Williams. I provide Eugene with videography, original show graphics, motion graphics, show logos, podcast syndication, social media, and more. I can be reached at originals@gmail.com, spelled ORIJUNELS @gmail.com.